There was a slight mishap in Florida this week at Eglin Air Force Base, when an F-22 suffered nosegear failure. An F-22 Raptor, assigned to the 325th Fighter Wing, experienced a ground mishap on the flight line here at approximately 3:30 p.m. March 15, the press release from Eglin Air Force Base said. The F-22 experienced an emergency during landing, but landed safely. There was one person on board. Fire crews responded immediately and the pilot was transported to flight medicine for an evaluation. An investigation into the circumstances surrounding the mishap is underway. The Northwest Florida Daily News added that, the aircraft was resting nose down on the runway with the canopy open as a crew worked on the jet Monday evening.
From the newsroom, I'm Nick Tomachek. An F-22 Raptor fighter jet assigned to the 325th Fighter Wing experienced an apparent nose gear failure upon landing at Eglin Air Force Base on Monday afternoon as part of what the base was calling an in-flight emergency. The pilot was taken to the base's flight medical facility, but there was no information available from the base on the extent of the pilot's injuries, if any, or of the pilot's medical condition. The 325th Wing is based at Tyndall Air Force Base in nearby Panama City, but since Hurricane Michael hit Tyndall in 2018, one of the Wing's F-22 Raptor squadrons has been flying in and out of Eglin Air Force Base. Tyndall Air Force Base spokeswoman did not have any information Monday afternoon beyond a news release issued from Eglin. A news release from the 96th Test Wing at Eglin described the end of the incident, which occurred at around 3:30 p.m., as a ground mishap. A social media photo purportedly from the scene showed the aircraft in its canopy open, resting on its two rear landing gear as the front of the jet sat on pavement.
According to the Drives the War Zone, the F-22 was part of the 325th Fighter Wing, based at Florida's Tyndall Air Force Base. According to that report, the incident follows a similar one back in January, at the Langley Air Force Base in Virginia. That incident involved an issue with the landing gear, and also entailed the pilot not needing to eject, per Wavy. The F-22, manufactured by Lockheed Martin, has been in service since 2005, after its first flight nearly a decade earlier. The last one, however, was delivered in 2012. A report by the Pentagon in 2017 showed that it would be prohibitively expensive to revive the F-22. While the F-22 continues to remain the premier air superiority solution against the current threat, new production deliveries would start at a point where the F-22's capabilities will begin to be challenged by the advancing threats in the 2030 and beyond timeframe. Moving closer to 2030, it is important to acknowledge that threat capabilities have and will continue to evolve at a rapid rate, creating highly contested environments, the report continued. Last year, Dr. Will Roper, the Assistant Secretary of the Air Force for Acquisition, Technology and Logistics, confirmed that the Air Force is well on their way in the sixth generation of their fighter jet program. The F-22 is part of the fifth. We've already built and flown a full-scale flight demonstrator in the real world, and we broke records in doing it, Dr. Roper, known as the Air Force Acquisition Czar, said. He added that the Air Force is ready to go and build the next generation aircraft in a way that has never happened before.